So, past life regression is this just fascinating field within intuitive and therapeutic, and even like the mental health realm.
Hmm.
And one of the forefathers of that work is Brian Weiss. And for a lot of people, they may have heard of the book or read the book, Many Lives and Many Masters. And that's one of his many books. And that book describes the beginning of his journey when he really discovered past life regression. And it's a book that around a decade ago just kind of rocked my world and knocked my socks off. And I thought, oh God, I have to do this work. I have to learn more. And I really thought at the time when I read it, I have to be a client. I have to go have this work done, like have someone take me there.
Yeah.
Um, and it was years later that I decided to go get the training at the Omega Institute with Brian, who's
Wow.
now in his early 80s. And there were people from all over the world, 32 countries.
Wow.
I want to say it was close to 200 people.
Oh my goodness.
So many people in the room from cultures like India and Southeast Asia, Pakistan, cultures that and religions, faiths that believe in past lives, where you don't have to shed religious beliefs, you don't have to shed your culture or
Hmm.
any indoctrination to be open to the possibility that you've been here more than one time and you will be here. You don't have to shed a framework or a belief that this is your only shot and or the idea that the soul is eternal, like, or
Hmm.
I mean, you don't, that is in many cultures around the world for millions of people just a given. Right. But one of the things that knocks my socks off about this work is you can, I'll say two things. One is that you can help a person, like I walk with a client and bringing them to a deep, 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 relaxed space, a
Hmm.
safe, beautiful, deeply relaxed space within their energetic field, within their nervous system. And from that place, you could travel anywhere. You can remember anything. And it blows my mind consistently, like every single week, when I have a client that's never had a past life memory, doesn't even know if they believe in past lives in some cases, go to this deep space and have mind-blowing experiences and vivid, vivid memories and huge releases of emotion. And there's so many different pieces that are your indicator that something's real. Sometimes it's goosebumps all over your bodies. But one piece that's undeniable is like if you're viewing a movie in your mind in this deep, deep state, and you think, am I imagining this? Am I making this up? Is this real? But then you have a moment in that movie where you look into the eyes of this child, or you look at this scene, or you look down at yourself, and you just bust wide open sobbing, and that there's something that your body, your mind, your heart, your soul wants you to release and heal at this time. And just consistently, people who've never had an experience of this time, people will come, they'll pop to past lives, they'll pop to future lives. People have experienced and seen their future life. Between lifetimes where you might talk to your guides, you might talk to your higher self, people will commune and have beautiful conversations with their soul. Not only in my experience, but like getting to study with the master, Brian Weiss, and read his books and hear his stories, where he's worked with people all over the world. He's worked with thousands of people over many decades. I mean, one of the coolest things is people consistently, like whether you have migraines or you have chronic pain or you have phobias or you have locked in fears and thought patterns that are limitations or fear based. You have emotional patterns, whether in love or with family. These pieces can be dissolved very, very swiftly in this work.
Wow.
And in some cases, you only have to spy one lifetime where you were given a lesson or a relationship or some kind of situation. And when you go experience it in this deep, deep space and you have this aha moment of, Oh, I'm doing that again.
Wow.
And we can, while you're in that deep place, let you know that the past is done. This is a past hurt. This is a past loss. This is a past lesson. You're in a new life now. You don't have to hang on to that fear. You don't have to hang on to that limitation. You can be done. And sometimes, I don't even have to plant seeds with a client about this was the past. You're no longer, beholden to the beliefs of that lifetime, to the loss of that lifetime. I often don't even have to say that. For the body, heart, mind, soul to experience that in the deep subconscious state when your nervous system is so relaxed, integrate it. But one of the cool things about this work, the past life regression work, and even the work that I call soul journey work, is I get to walk with you, the client, to a place that you're the channel, you're the intuitive, you're having the conversation, you're having the memories. And it's my belief that we're all intuitive, every single one of us. And so I love to walk with people to find their own unique gifts, their
Yeah.
own unique way they experience energy and spirit and their soul team, their spirit animals. And also, like, I just have this deep belief that is underpins all of my work, which is you are the greatest healer on your soul team. And every one of us is our own greatest healer.
Yeah.
And so I really just, like, in a way, bow down to my clients that we're kind of co-creating an experience together. And I give people options, and I do make suggestions or share some of what I'm intuitively getting. But often I don't say out loud 95% of what I'm intuiting throughout the session, because in this particular work, the past life regression and the soul journey, it's really about me helping you, commune with your own divinity. But I love the work that is just really about people going inside for the answers. I'm here in service of people from all walks of life, all ages, all, cultures, religions, sexuality, gender. I mean, just every walk of life you can imagine, that either would like to deepen their relationship with themselves, deepen their relationship with spirit, with the ethereal realm, with source or God or the cosmos. But I'm also here with people who have hit some dead end in their life or road bump in their life, where they are ready to shake off and shed and release some layer or many layers of the human struggle, whether that is fear and phobia, anxiety, depression, PTSD, OCD. There is so much suffering in the human realm that can be healed and shed and transformed when you go inside. One thing I'll say is that, so when people come for a past life regression, one of the wild things is you can come with a question. You absolutely can. You can come with a curiosity that's alive for you at the time. But then, and sometimes those questions or that question is directly answered in the session. And other times, your higher self, your soul has something else in mind for you for the day. So sometimes people come to go to a past life, and they end up in a future life, or they end up in the spirit realm, or they end up just like communing with their higher self for an hour, and you know laughing and crying about how loved they feel, and how much love they feel like they are. I also prepare myself in a way that I do this for past life regression, but I do it more deeply for Soul Journ, where I am asking for permission to be in dialogue with your higher self and your soul team. And I am channeling communication from
Wow.
your soul team and your soul and my soul. And we have this like intuitive conversation before I ever take you to a deeper place where I'm just really kind of a mirror and reflecting back to you whatever's coming through from source for you at that time. And you, being your greatest healer, get to feel into your body and your own knowing about what of that is true for you and what of it maybe isn't true or maybe isn't the important part. You get to feel into all that's coming through. What are the pieces you hang on to and are
Mhm.
the most important? And then we take you to that deeper place to have that conversation yourself. I am in awe of like every client I've had. I'm just like, wow, we are so much more vast and infinite and brilliant than really any of us give ourselves credit for. And like our capacity for love, our capacity for learning, our capacity for joy and nourishing one another and forgiveness and for healing this planet, our capacity for healing the planet and kind of awakening the human heart is extraordinary. And, at this time, like that is one of the calls, right? That is one of the strongest calls from
Yeah.
source and from Mother Earth is that each one of us awaken our hearts so that we might all awaken and heal. The first event I'll do at Sacred Ally is a collective community past life regression. Get to learn a little bit about past life regression and how it works and what's happening in the brain and what's happening, in the body and with the soul. And we'll create we'll like collectively together co-create our container, our sacred space,
Mhm.
ceremony. And I will um, regress everyone in the room. And Brian Weiss did that for us when we were there with people from 32 countries and almost 200 people. And it was extraordinary. And not every single person in the room, but almost everyone in the room had experiences. And there was something about all of us doing it collectively that really amplified the power. We'll regress everyone. I don't know yet if I'll regress everyone one or two times, but there'll be space for everyone to share at whatever level they feel comfortable and called to share and to journal. And we'll
Mhm.
take time to integrate and kind of set people up with tools for integration after the workshop. But it's
Wow.
really just a wonderful way and a more affordable way, like in a group, to sort of
Mhm.
dip your toe into this work. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Kelsey. This has been awesome.